Now, when I thought of this project, the whole intention was to be able to comfortably sit on your couch and play World of Warcraft, and I thought that that would be best done with the controller. And in the past year, I have tried using an Xbox controller, but the problem you run into is you have to use a joystick for your mouse controls, and that really doesn't work out as well as you would think. So this is a no-go. Now, the reason the WiiRemote is perfect for this project is because you have an IR camera right here that's actually able to control the mouse. You can literally point at the screen, and that is able to control your mouse. So that's pretty sweet. And the program we're going to use today is called Osculator. It's an amazing program. It was literally the only program I could find that would do absolutely everything I wanted it to do. So let me go ahead and show you guys how that works. Now, the first thing we want to do after opening the program is clicking on the WiiMote button there. And you can see I have the option to go ahead and start pairing. You need to make sure that Bluetooth is turned on, because this is going to communicate with your computer via Bluetooth. We're going to open up the back of the WiiRemote here. You will see that there is a red sync button. First thing you need to do is hit the start pairing button on Osculator, and then tap that sync button, and you can see Osculator is going to go ahead and sense that you have a WiiRemote. Now all I have to do from this point is to start hitting buttons, and all the buttons on the WiiRemote will show up in Osculator. It's very simple, and I can literally map all these buttons to do anything that I want to do. I have noticed that I'm unable to map the power button. It doesn't do anything. I think that's probably a hard switch just to directly communicate with your Wii. If I had to guess, I don't know why I can't map it to anything. That would be pretty sweet if I could. But I'm not going to go over the 100% how to map this. You know, I feel like a lot of it's just a personal preference, but I will show you the key points and how to really get this thing going, how to get the ball rolling. The first thing we're going to do is map this joystick here to control your character's movement. And the interesting thing about WoW is it has no functionality for a joystick. So even if you can find a program that will sense the WiiRemote as a joystick, this still won't work. You have to be able to map these controls to keyboard functions. So for instance, when I press up, I want the computer to act like I press the W key on my keyboard. So to do this, we're going to go over here to Osculator. We're going to highlight this X, that's the X-axis of my joystick. We're going to go to Edit, and we're going to split this. So now we have an X low and an X high. And we can literally just go to key code for both of those. And for the X low, we want to map that to the A key. For the X high, we want to map that to the D key. And then for the Y, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to split it. And you can see here that there's tons of different options of what you can actually do with these buttons. This program is primarily supposed to be able to control, you know, sound programs and different devices like that, video programs. It's actually a really awesome program to have. I ended up buying it myself because I thought it was so awesome. And I will leave you a link in the description, or even on top of this video. You can click on it and check it out for yourself, what all this program can do. I believe in the video that I'm going to show you, there's a guy that was actually able to control the pitch of a note by controlling the pitch of his WiiRemote. So what I mean is, when he lifted the WiiRemote up, the pitch of the note went up, and when he lifted it down, the pitch of the note went down. So this program is pretty awesome. But you can see, like I said, I've mapped these keys, or I am in the process of mapping these keys. We got WSAD now mapped. I'll go up here to Final and start typing something for you. So WSAD. Simple as that. The next thing we're going to map is we're going to map the IR sensor. And to do that, the first thing I have to do here is hit the IR button on Osculator. I'm going to scoot back real quick so that Osculator can sense that I have an IR sensor ready to go. Now you will need the sensor bar on the Wii to actually do this, because you have to have some sort of lights to map. And I've read and heard that you can use candles if you'd like. They apparently work exactly the same as the IR sensor, but if you can, try to just have your IR bar positioned in front of your monitor and turn your Wii on, and it should work. But for this, we're going to go to mouse on the X-axis of the IR, and we're going to go absolute X. And then for the Y, we're going to do something. I have lights behind me, so it is going to interfere with it a little bit. Mouse, absolute Y. And then now we can kick back here for a second, and you can see, I'm trying to move this close. If I go up, up, down, you move it down, right, left. And if you'd like to make this a little bit smoother, you can actually control this by coming over here to the eye or smoothing. The closer it is to 100, the smoother it is to me. And I think if it's ever 100%, it actually doesn't work, I believe. So I think this actually slows down the tracking so that you get a smoother experience. That way you just can't barely move this over and the mouse jumps across the screen. So when I was using it before on my big screen TV, I had it set to about 80, and that seemed to be about the sweet spot for me. So I'm going to leave it right there. And I am going to turn this off because it is kind of annoying unless you're actually trying to, use the Wii remote as a mouse. But right now I'm not. And then other buttons I would suggest mapping is maybe your A button to your left mouse, and your B button to your right mouse click. So left button, right button. And as for the other mappings, I'm not going to show you guys exactly all of mine. I mean, I'll give you guys a screenshot that shows you exactly how I've mapped this, but from this point, it's all about just personal preference, how you would like to map this. But what I have done is I've mapped 1, 2, 3, and 4, the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 to this D-pad. So that's my spells 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have mapped Shift and Alt to C and Z on the Wii nunchuck so that I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, hold Shift, do 5, 6, 7, 8, and then hold Alt and do 9, 10, 11, 12. So that allows me to do a complete action bar. And then, for buttons like this, I used M and N here and O and P here, and then in World of Warcraft I changed the key bindings to this is map, this is backpack, this is action bar, to go to the next action bar, the previous action bar. I believe if I hold down Shift and press these buttons, this is zoom out and zoom in. If I hold down this button, this is quest log and something else. So you can do whatever you'd like. I've even mapped the home button to escape. So, how you would like to map it is up to you, but that's just what I've done. So let's jump into the game and see how this actually works. Alright guys, now that we're in game, I can show you how the controller works. The only thing that's really not working right now is the IR tracking. That is simply because of the lights behind me. They are interfering with it, so I suggest if you want to try this yourself to be in a low lit room so you can actually get good performance out of it. I was playing with this earlier before I made the video, and it was working just fine. But as you can see, what I'm doing here is just hitting my D-pad to do my spells. 1, 2, 3, and 4 is mapped on the D-pad. I can click on things and just kill them just as easily. I'll be the first to admit that this probably isn't the best setup if you plan on PvPing or raiding. But if you just plan on questing and casually playing WoW and you want to sit back on your couch, this setup is perfect. Now, as a rating for this project, I would say, on a difficulty level, now that I've shown you how to do everything, this is probably a 1 or 2 on the difficulty level. I'm going to give you guys all the links, and this is a complete tutorial on how to set it up. There's nothing fancy or gimmicky here. As far as price goes, the Osculator does cost money, and it's about a $40 program if you decide to pay for it. If not, you will get this annoying message that asks you to register for the program, but Osculator is a wonderful program, so I'd say it's worth the $40. And as far as time goes, once you download Osculator and once you have everything you need, I would say it takes you about 10 minutes to get this set up. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a like or a thumbs up. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, feel free to leave that down below. I'll be sure to answer them for you guys. This is a new video series, so if you're interested in some more videos, feel free to subscribe. I plan on revolving my channel around project reviews, so I'll do cool or fun projects for you guys, and I'll review them and tell you what I think. So, till next time, thanks for watching.